I have an accusation, and the accusation I have is for Jesus. I know when I say I have an accusation for Christ, you are beginning to picture a certain satanic kind of accusation, but no. So I am inviting Christ to sit as I accuse him. The accusation is this: where is the body of Nathanael? There are many theological arguments that validates the end point of Nathanael. So I have an accusation. What did you do with Nathanael? Jesus Christ of Nazareth, what did you do with Nathanael? This is an accusation that you must bring in your lawyer. For me to validate my accusation, to bring this certain rumor to life, I must find a way to conceal my intention. I must find a way to validate the fact that you are certainly a murderer. What happened to Nathanael? Let us find out something that proves that you are violent. Let us find something that suggests that you are arrogant and you are capable of hiding a person. Accusation number 1: overthrowing the tables. The book of John chapter number 2. And the Jews' Passover was at hand, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem and found in the temple those that sold oxen and sheep and doves, and the changers of money sitting. And when he had made a scourge of small cords, he drove them all out of the temple, and the sheep and the oxen, and poured out the changers' money, and overthrew the tables. And when he had made a scourge of small cords, in other words, he prepared a whip, a cane, a flogging tool, to flog peaceful people in a temple, selling to survive, selling for their families. Doesn't this prove the violent nature of such a man? Accusation number 2: the division. Luke chapter number 12, verse 51. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? Now mind you, this is the statement of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. I bring this before the panel and the council, before the gatekeepers of the temple, before the priests and the Pharisees and scribes and the hypocrites and all the enemies of Christ. Those that are in tune to the idea that the Jesus Christ of Nazareth must be somewhat a pessimist, must be somewhat arrogant and violent. I am bringing an accusation, a strong accusation. Hey, a terrible accusation. These are the words of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. He said, yea, suppose ye that I am come to give peace on the earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division. I have this proven in the ancient document, an old King James Version written document, the first interpretation and translation of the Bible. For from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house, divided, 3 against 2, 2 against 3. The father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father, the mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother, the mother-in-law against the daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. Imagine what Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Doesn't this validate the point? My accusation, doesn't this validate my accusation that this Jesus Christ of Nazareth is violent? And because of this, he had done something to Nathanael that we need to know. What did you do to Nathanael? Because you try to hide his body. You try to suppress Nathanael so that nobody will figure out what you did to Nathanael. But no. Your luck has run out, because I, Emmanuel Kingz Adima, I am going to figure out exactly what you did to Nathanael. I am going to find out exactly what you did to the man called Nathanael. A peaceful man, a man that had families, loved by friends, loved by people around him. What did you do to him? Accusation number 2, the division. And I have seen that your intention was to divide us. What gave you the chance to get hold of Nathanael? The book of John, chapter number 1, verse 44. Now Philip was of Bethsaida, the city of Andrew and Peter. Philip findeth Nathanael and said unto him, We have found him, of whom Moses in the law and the prophets did write, Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph. What if all the good things you did was a disguise so that you would do away with Nathanael? What if? Verse 46, and Nathanael said unto him, can there any good thing come out of Nazareth? Philip said unto him, come and see. He asked a simple, clear question. Can anything good come out of Nazareth? Because we know Nazareth. And Philip said unto him, come and see if something good might come out of Nazareth. And Jesus saw Nathanael coming to him and said unto him, behold. In other words, look. That means Jesus Christ was looking at a bunch of people around him and he's telling them, look, behold, Nathanael, behold, an Israelite indeed, in whom is no guile, in whom is no deceit. Wait a minute. How did you know Nathanael? Because I understand that you are the Son of God, you are the Messiah. I understand that you are super spiritual. There is the knowledge of the Godhead within you. I understand that you are a prophet and you have received this revelation from God. So you are able to point at Nathanael and say to Nathanael, I am not disfiguring the fact that you are the Son of God. I am not disfiguring the fact that you are the Messiah or a great prophet, the most pure man to ever live. But what if all this was just simply a medium to hide the body of Nathanael? But I'm here to expose that intent. I am here to find out what you do to men like Nathanael. Because I am curious. I am so curious what you do to men like Nathanael. Nathanael said unto him, whence knowest thou me? When did you know me? Jesus answered and said unto him, before that Philip called thee, when thou was under the fig tree, I saw you. Wait a minute. That means Jesus actually heard the conversation Philip had with Nathanael. Can anything good come out of Nazareth? What if? That is why Jesus pointed at him and said, this is the Nathanael, an Israelite, in whom there is no deceit, in whom his words are free. He does not lie. He does not need to be an hypocrite. He's a just man. So because of that, Jesus was looking for a way to eradicate him. Jesus Christ of Nazareth, I bring you an accusation because I have just found out that Nathanael was your disciple. Philip called him to be a part of your league, to be a part of your disciple. What did you do to Nathanael? What did you do to men like Nathanael? Expose you. You see, you'll be exposed. Number one of the reason of why you took Nathanael, Jacob's ladder. Jesus looked at Nathanael and said, Nathanael, you are an Israelite in whom there is no deceit. This is going to lead me to the second point, the purity of his heart. The reason for Nathanael's adoption leads us to the purity of Nathanael's heart. Now, this accusation I bring is beginning to turn into feeble words. It's beginning to turn into strong points made weak, only to validate the certainty of a man's heart, only to validate the purity of a man's heart. Because this is the second point, the purity of Nathanael's heart. That Nathanael was actually crucified. He was actually a martyr, killed for preaching the word of God. What did you do to a man like Nathanael? What did you influence his heart with, that he could not wake up one day, a man in whom there is no guile, a man in whom there is no deceit? What did you do to him? You looked at such a man and said, this man is perfect to behold my kingdom. You looked at such a man and said, this man is strong enough, is powerful to preach my word in India, in Persia, in Armenia. You looked at such a man in whom that there is no deceit, and you turned his simple life into a glorious life. Why will you do such a thing? This is my accusation of you, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. This is my accusation. What did you do to a man called Nathanael? He's a man that is pure of heart. Jesus was creating a spiritual environment around Nathanael, saying these few words, that because of the purity of your heart, I am going to expound the kingdom of heaven to you. You are going to be able to behold the kingdom of heaven. And I'm talking to you right now, that even though I have bring an accusation of Jesus Christ of Nazareth to the panel and to the people and to the community, you watching and hearing me right this moment, all of you listening to me right this moment, there's a reason for the adoption. I had done this accusation as a hook, because if I had said I love him and I want to tell you what Jesus did to Nathanael was amazing, you wouldn't have come. You wouldn't have stayed to listen to me. This is why I started the manner of which I started. Everything Jesus did, he did because of the zeal in his heart. He did because he is searching one that has a pure heart, searching for one that can carry the gospel to the ends of the earth. He is searching for that one man. Are you that one man? Should you not be that one man? That Jesus Christ can look at you and say, you are that one man in whom that there is no deceit. Let me give you another revelation so you don't miss it. Are you aware that Jacob was first deceitful? He went to his father Isaac and said his name was Esau. He had skins, his eldest brother's skin, to give him a pass of a blessing. Now we understand that that's type and shadow of what Jesus Christ did for us. But looking at the man called Jacob, we are looking at an experience he had, a deceitful experience. This is why when the angel appeared unto him, the angel asked him again, what is your name? We don't want to hear that your name is Esau. We want to hear that your name is Jacob. So there was deceit in Israel because a man called Jacob had deceit. But for him to become Israel, he needed to have no deceit in him again. So when Jesus looked at Nathanael, he said, surely this is an Israelite. An Israelite. This is Jacob, a Jacobite. This is Obarakila Zubalata. I hope you are getting this. This is Jacob. This is Israel, in whom that there is no deceit. In other words, Nathanael broke out of the pattern of Israel because there was a certain pattern of Israel. That pattern was deceit followed them. Deception was found amidst the Israelites because it was the culture of Jacob. It was the first pattern of Jacob. So when Jesus Christ, imagine Jesus being God, the Messiah, looked at a man and said, this particular man you are seeing, there is no epitome of deceit in him. You evangelist, apostle, a preacher, a prophet, a teacher. And Jesus look at you and say that there is no deceit in you. Can Jesus look at you and trust you to take his gospel to the ends of the earth? Can Jesus do that with you? Are you trustworthy?